How would you assess Tino's performance tonight?
It was a pretty good performance. I mean, I'm happy with some of the things that he did, and it's always good to have things to work on. He didn't do everything perfect, but he did some really good things that I'm very happy with. Particularly his defense, his head movement, being aware of the mistakes he was making leading in camp. Some of the things are like he's dropping his hands a little bit too much in spots where he doesn't need to, or he shouldn't, and he fixed that for the most part. So looking at those things, I think he did pretty good. It's not an easy offense or defense that my dad, Max Garcia, puts into play. It's very intricate. It's a very difficult style to master. So for him to do what he did against a very tough guy with 70 fights, I mean, can't really ask for anything more. He won every round, so looked great.
Yeah, that's a good point, because people might look at the record and the overall total, but you also have to think about how many fights has he been in. He hasn't been stopped much, and he was taking a lot of body shots, a lot of guys, and a lot of left hooks too, that a lot of guys would have been stopped by. So I think it's interesting to see that Tino wasn't discouraged in the fight, facing a guy like this, that lesser opposition might have gone away quicker.
Yeah, that's definitely, we knew what we were getting into. That's why we took the fight. This is not a guy that's probably going to beat Tino, but he's definitely a guy that's going to make you fight. He's going to make you be on your defensive game. He's going to make you implement a certain game plan. You can't just go in there and wipe the guy out. I mean, you look at the guys that he's fought, and he hasn't been knocked out. So it's an impressive resume this guy has coming in to fighting Tino Avila. So back-to-back fights, Tino fighting some really tough opposition, really good opposition that he can learn from, and just pass the test with flying colors. So we look forward to December now.
And now you reference that, what's in store for December? Is that maybe like one of these Estrella TV cards?
Yeah, it should be on the station that Golden Boy made a deal with. Tino is a Golden Boy fighter. This was on a Don Chargan and Paco Presents card. So being on a Golden Boy card on TV, man, it's so exciting. So exciting to get back on television and show what Tino could do under Garcia Boxing's banner.
What would be the type of level of opposition he might be facing? Like, would it be a top 10 guy? Would it be a top 20 guy? Would it be like a stay active and get you ready for 2016 guy?
I don't think it'll be a stay active guy. I think it's going to be, if I had to guess, I'd guess top 20, top 15 type of guy. That's up to Golden Boy Promotions. That's why they're the best in the business. They're going to put it together, and they're going to put on a great show. And my main concern is whatever they bring, whatever they come up with. My dad, Max Garcia, and Dean Hamilton, and I, and Phil Mandela got to have Tino at 100% ready to go. So whatever they bring, I'm sure Tino will be 100% ready to go.
Very last question. What inspired you out of all the fighters, to pick Tino? Because I feel like you guys have such an awesome setup. Everything works in such a system. Why Tino?
I like Tino from the first time I seen him in terms of like his style and what he's capable of doing. He's a very humble kid, very hard worker, and he comes from a great family. So that's one of the biggest things. He's a God-fearing kid. He's got a great family, and we can work with that. He has the tools that we can work with. There's a lot of guys out there that maybe can't do the things that my dad's going to want them to do in a particular fight. So in this situation, everything came together. It's not like we picked him, though. I mean, he picked us. He picked us. It's his dad and his mom and his family. He's got a great fiance who has a great support in him, and his family is just, I can't say enough about his family. They raised a great kid. So for him to pick us, it's just an honor to work with them. We'll work with them for as long as we possibly can.
And when's Garcia apparel going to be on the internet? It's hard to buy it.
I don't know, man. We just we get it for the corner, try to make them feel good. The guys around us and the people that put in the hard work. So I don't know. Hopefully soon.